But y'all, let's go ahead and move on into the next topic. The next topic is the manosphere, so to speak. Okay, let me explain. Manosphere is basically the online space where men go to speak about whatever their issues are. I believe there's like a positive area of the manosphere, and then there's a very toxic one that's more popular, where men go to complain about women. And when they complain about women, it kind of gets a little violent. It gets, not little, it gets violent. And a lot of the times I feel like the language that they use when they talk about women, and these men from Fresh and Fit podcast, specifically Black women, is very toxic, very violent. You can tell they don't like Black women, but it's because Black women probably don't find them attractive. He looks like, you know, a weirdo that people wouldn't have liked in school. He looks good now, but probably growing up, weirdo, probably wasn't that attractive. Grew up feeling like the Black girls he liked didn't show him attention, so now he's angry about it. And I'm sorry, but the little, you know, munchkin with the CEO t-shirt on, yeah, likewise. You probably have grown up hearing negative things about your skin color and your facial features as an African American man. So now, or African, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, you've probably grown up hearing negative things about yourself from other Black women, because of the things they've heard about themselves. And now you've internalized that and you hate Black women, and y'all specifically hate dark complected women because that's what white people want y'all to do. A lot of you, you know, manosphere Black men, y'all like to reiterate or mimic the like most ignorant things from racist, misogynistic society. Like, you know, we only like the lighter complected girls or the mixed girls, and, you know, Black women are aggressive, and, you know, they're not submissive, and what do you bring to the table, and all of that toxic ass conversation around relationships between men and women that result in a lot of women feeling like men have lost their fucking minds and they hate us, and maybe they're just gay, we don't know. But those are the thoughts that go through our minds when we hear some of the things that men like Fresh and Fit and the other men in the manosphere like him, Kevin Samuels and your other ones, like the things that they like to mimic so that they can get the money and they can get the attention of all of these men that have been rebuffed by women and don't know how to take rejection. Basically. Okay, I feel like I've explained it. We're going to get into the specifics, but let me read this super chat. Thank you, Jay Jersey, for the super chat. Owing the IRS is no joke. Then you have to pay to be on a payment plan. I owe them money and I'm just a regular person with a regular job. Yes, that's how it be, girl. Peter need to get it together. Okay. But I really wanted to read to you guys in my Joe Budden voice. I'm going to do my best to get my Joe Budden voice together. But I really want to read to you guys what Joe Budden said. And I thought it was such a surprising response that Joe Budden actually, you know, formulated this opinion about Black women, because we've known Joe Budden in the past to be very toxic, problematic, violent towards Black women. But I feel like his violence towards Black women comes from him growing up in this society as a Black man and being violent, you know, just within that on its own. You know, we have a violent society towards Black women in our society. Black men are violent towards us in the music and the way they talk to us, about us. It's violent. I'm sorry. And even if they aren't physically violent to us, the language that they use, the way they talk about us, the way they treat us, the way they think about us as conquest and not as partners, it's all very toxic. It's all very problematic and toxic. And in the past, Joe Budden has absolutely mimicked and reiterated some of those same mindsets. So the fact that he was the one that was coming to check the Fresh and Fit podcast for the way they treated Asian Doll, like, and I would have played the video for y'all, but I hear they like to go around getting people's videos taken down and all of that type of shit. And I don't have time for, you know, no messy bitch shit with them dudes. So I'm just gonna, you know, leave this picture up here and just tell you what happened with Asian Doll. I'm actually trying to find, I gotta delete a lot of stuff. I'm trying to find the screenshot of what he said so that I can read it to y'all. But child, I took so many screenshots yesterday. It was a lot. So basically, Asian Doll goes on Fresh and Fit podcast. I believe she was late to the podcast. There are a lot of other Black women on the podcast. You can see the video. It's been all over social media. But here it is. Okay, so Asian Doll was basically telling the man he was rude because he stopped the podcast and all of this because she said he was mean for the way he kept telling this one woman to be quiet. It was actually like, it was weird the way he was talking to her. I understand that they didn't want any sideline conversations during their podcast. Like, I get that. But the way he was talking to her, it was like he was talking to a child. And I just did not like it. And I feel like Asian Doll didn't like it either. Now, mind you, he was like, well, you haven't been here, so you don't know what's going on. So I imagine that what he meant by that was they had been constantly talking on the side and interrupting the show. And it made him, it made him get upset or whatever. But these men have like a history of saying very problematic, fucked up things about Black women, about how they don't like the darkies and all of that. Like, as this man sits here, darker than the bottom of my brown leather boots. Like, really, CEO? But you don't like Black women? You don't like dark complected Black women who look like you? You don't like yourself. And Joe Budden didn't tap on the self-hate of it all, but it's obviously self-hate. Y'all don't like yourselves, which is why you treat women the way you do. Honestly, I feel like men don't realize this, but when y'all show a great amount of disrespect for Black women, especially when you're a Black man, or when you show a great amount of disrespect for any group of people, period, and use them to stand on your platform, because that's what you do. You use Black women so that you can get clout on your platform. You down Black women, you talk shit about them, and you garner the ears of other people that feel the same way as you do, and you use Black women to push for your ignorant agenda in your podcast so that you can make money off of hating Black women. That's basically what you guys do. And not just Black women, but women in general. I feel like no woman should feel safe dating men like this, because at any point when you decide that you don't want to do something that they want you to do, they're going to act violent in some way towards you. And I'm not talking about physically, but they're going to try to embarrass you. They're going to try to talk down to you. They're going to try to use their strength, their placement as a man in society. They're going to try to use something about their masculinity to down you as a woman whenever you decide that what you want and what they want isn't the same thing. Bondy, they can't falsely strike you. YouTube will snatch their channel for any false fair use claims. Okay, I didn't know that. But I like to just be safe and not really give people too much play if they don't deserve it. But Asian Doll just basically said that dude down here, this one, close to the edge, was a mean ass nigga. She said it was a mean ass nigga. Okay, he didn't like that. He wanted to make it seem as if he was just trying to, get her to respect his podcast. We have guests coming in not respecting the podcast. No, you were not respecting the women who you had brought on your platform to profit off of. And this is what you wanted to do. You wanted to bring Black women on your show so that you can dress them down, so you can talk bad to them, so that it'll go viral and everybody will be like, ooh, them niggas said exactly what I feel, so I'm gonna go and follow them. A lot of y'all like negative attention. A lot of y'all like the hate because it drives your platform just as much as positivity would drive somebody's platform. Negativity drives these dudes' platforms all the time. Okay? And they know that. So they want to bring somebody like Asian Doll on their show so that they can get her to act ignorant when they disrespect her. Okay? So that they can then say, oh, look at these ignorant LaQuishas or whatever the hell they said on the podcast. Yeah, they actually said, we don't do the LaQuishas or some shit like that. Some ignorant shit that they said. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, y'all really think white people are like, oh, those Black men don't like the LaQuishas. We're going to hire them. Like, that's what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? And it's really sad. It's really sad. It's self-hating. But Asian Doll was just like, I knew what they were trying to do, so I got up and walked out. She was after that man halted his show to try to check her, and it didn't go the way he wanted it to go because Asian Doll came there with another man that was speaking in the background like, dude, chill out. That was another thing I noticed. Men like this only respect women or don't take it as far as they want to take it when there's another man in the room to force them to act like they have some sense. And Asian Doll showed up with a man that was going to force these bitch ass niggas to act like they had some sense. Because these are the type of men that never wanted with a real man. They never have all that animosity and all that fever, academics. Never have all of that energy for a man. But when it's a woman, they have all of this aggression, all of this battery in the back. They supercharge to be disrespectful to a woman because they know physically they're stronger than a woman. Bitch assness. It's what I call it. You know what I'm saying? But yes, Asian Doll just simply got up and walked out and was not going to give him the pleasure. And I love the way he kind of just had to sit there when the dude was saying, hey, no, we're not doing all that. Chill out. It's cool. We all cool. Chill out. It's cool. It's cool. Chill out. You could hear him in the background and you could tell dude wanted to do more than he did. But because there was a man there to speak up for Asian Doll, he had to just sit his dumb ass there. Okay. And when she got up and walked off, it was like, okay, all right, see you later. It's okay. All right, bye. And then the way they were trying to continue on with the conversation as if her getting up and walking out was not a moment that we needed to acknowledge. I was just like, yeah, y'all think y'all good at this, but really y'all just incite ignorant niggas, emotions about the women that they hate because those women did not reciprocate their advances. Every person that you like is not going to like you. Get over it. Get over it. As a beautiful woman, I have to deal with people I didn't like. I mean, people that I like dogging me out or not liking me or not wanting to be with me. So why do you barely, and not even that attractive men, why can't you deal with it? I'm so lost. But let's go ahead and read what Joe Budden has to say. And y'all, I'm going to try my best to do my Joe Budden voice. I have not done my Joe Budden voice in a long time. Those of you who have been with me for a minute know that when I reviewed Love and Hip Hop New York, I used to give y'all the Joe Budden voice. Hold up. Let me see. Hold up. Now, hold up. Now, I don't normally do the repost another pod thing because number one, I just don't. Number two, some stuff just doesn't deserve to be highlighted. But today, I'll make an exception. I don't know these two dupes, but they don't get to do this. Too ignorant, too inexperienced, insecure, fragile, and weak for this stale gimmick to not be seen through. Black women are everything, especially beautiful. Every kind of beautiful, too. I can't even say this in his voice completely because it don't even sound like some shit he would say. So to hear this from them, LOL, it's laughable, but it's not. It's not. Y'all don't date black women, fam. Black women won't date y'all. I can tell. So you harbor this hate and base opinions off as if you've been outside long enough to even know yourself. And y'all angry about it? Just not angry enough to not use them. These idiots know most podcasts can't get off the ground or gain any traction without love or hate from black women. Both act as fuel. This is nothing more than a cheap, tasteless heave at a payday. The words don't match the actions. If you hate them, do it without them. Skip the topic. Don't have them as guests. You clearly don't know how to host them. Don't cater convo toward them. Say no to every dollar, view, like, download, subscription generated directly or indirectly by them. Then I'll believe you. This is just pure laziness amongst other things. If you can't find a funny, creative way to be inclusive or discuss dating, then go back to the drawing board. I'll skip the lecture on self-hatred and just be glad they make it so easy to spot. And lastly, yes, we love Shaniqua and Bunquisha. LaKanya is a personal favorite. I see why they hate some of you niggas having microphones. Shaking my head. Yeah, that was my best. That was my best because I have not done Joe Budden in a long time. I'm sorry. I used to be so on with Joe. But, Joe's always like really down here in the voice. It's correct, but it's real deep down here in the voice. You know what I'm saying? It's very hard to continue to do when your voice is not all the way down here. But anyway, I don't really fuck with Joe like that neither, but I have a certain amount of respect for Joe when it comes to what we do as commentators, okay? Because I feel like Joe has consistently moved. And let me tell y'all, I have respect for people that don't fit into society's confines all the time and still find a way to create a platform for themselves. I appreciate that about him. But ultimately, he has been problematic for me. Okay? No, I'm not gonna do sin. Listen, you wanna have to wait for love and hip hop for me to do sin. Okay? But anyway, it's still good? Good. Oh shit. So let me get a little bit of my coffee in my throat. But I appreciated Joe for this. I'm not even gonna lie. Van Lathan also said something. I appreciate Van Lathan for saying something. No, I did not see Young Jock's response. Y'all, I didn't even know Young Jock responded. What did Young Jock say? Y'all, let me go ahead over to the Instagram. Did Jaceel say anything? Jock live. Where is he at? Let's see. Did Jaceel post it to his Instagram page? Let me see. I don't know. I don't see. What is this? What is this? What is this? Yeah, no, I don't think that's it. Was he talking? No, that's not it. Boy, stop photo bombing. Okay, no, that's not it. So I don't know if he posted it on his page or in his stories. Let me see. I'm gonna skip through the stories really quickly and see if I see anything. If they will load. He needed a booster. Okay, yeah, no, I didn't see anything. So maybe it was posted and I just missed it. Either way, I appreciate. Oh, it's on 9mag TV. Okay. It's on YouTube. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you. I follow 9mag TV. I'll show that to y'all right quick, right fast. I don't mind. I don't mind if y'all don't mind. Let me see. Okay, hold up. Y'all see, oh, no, be quiet, because I don't know what that means. Y'all seen Big Bang Bisha got engaged? Congratulations, Big Bang Bisha. Okay, y'all know that's light-skinned Keisha, but I like to call her Big Bang Bisha. Okay. Let me see, because my eyes bad, girl. Hold up. Lil Reese, Deborah Cox, T.I., Young Jock speaks on. Okay, let me see.
Asian, she boop boop, had a little sip of Hennessy, whatever she was sipping, and she left kind of respectfully. Something else happened too. Everybody was talking about that was something happened. I don't know. Everybody went someone moved to the left. Anyway, so
that was from DJ Academics,
and I see.
And somebody came in there busting. That was that move to the left shit. I know what that's about.
I see the shade room, and it's showing more of the situation where they're actually talking about. You know, we not down with the brown. They're talking about an app or dating app or something for Black women. You know, it was just interesting in him saying we're not down with the brown. What does he say? We don't do the night riders. Anyway,
Kendra in the bed next
and it's
time.
Hey, Kendra girl. People are gonna get mad. Everybody's like, council culture, counsel them. And I'm just curious how it's gonna play out, because when it comes to Black women, I feel like they are the least protected. Black men is one thing. But Black women, it's even worse when they feel abandoned and feel like we as Black men don't protect them in the culture. And I'm just curious as to how this is gonna play out, because if them dudes was on there talking about, let's just say they wanted to speak on LGBTQ community, be done, be over with. That should be all over the news. It be canceled instantly. I'm just curious as how this is gonna play out, because as far as I'm concerned, I'm not with them. I don't respect that shit at all. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't respect that shit at all, man. You know, I know they was upset. They said what they said. I know on this other this other part where they was like I was talking about.
Thank you, Jock. Jock knows what it's supposed to look like. Thank you, Jock.
Down with the brown. They don't do the darkies. Okay, that's fine. I mean, you're entitled to whatever you want to say, but I just think it comes a point when you sit back and look, and it's like, wow, you really saying it? Like that's I think that's cool.
Wow,
I'm just curious how this is gonna play out. Now, Academics wasn't in that part, but he still told that young lady, that Black woman, to go back home to your niglet baby. And it was one of those moments, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm like, wait a minute, man.
Jock, I know. I was like, somebody get this Teddy Graham looking ass nigga. Somebody get him.
I'm a lot offended. You know, I try to stay out of certain things, but sometimes when that shit they get under my skin, I got to say something. I don't want to come off as a guy who got to say something. But y'all got to see this shit, man. And I ain't really, this whole cancel culture thing, I try to not get so involved in that shit because, excuse me, as humans, we are free. There's such thing as freedom of speech.
Right.
There's such thing as freedom of expression, free will.
All that.
But somewhere in there, man, you still have to be held accountable.
Absolutely.
Because when it comes to the internet, people, they move from mainstream television or even cable networks because of the lack of censorship and the vast viewership. I just think it's just that part, man, where it you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, somebody said cancel culture isn't real. Well, I think it for some things,
it is.
It should be.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it right there because we ain't about to watch like no whole, additional 6 minutes because I had it on speed because y'all know I'll speed through the shit. But I like what he said there, and I want to speak on that cancel culture situation. Cancel culture is not going to cancel Fresh and Fit. You know why? Because Fresh and Fit has their fan base. Their fan base is always going to support them. And as long as we live in a misogynistic, racist society, these types of men and these types of rhetoric spewed by men will be celebrated on somebody's platform because somebody wants to hear it. Somebody wants to watch it. Somebody's going to cash app them. Somebody's going to super chat them. Somebody is going to pay to hear this ignorant, violent, toxic rhetoric that these types of men spew out. So cancel culture is not going to work for them. And cancel culture won't work for us because we're Black women. And society-wise, we're seen as the bottom of the barrel while literally being at the top, disseminating all of the everything. It's amazing how we can be at the top and at the bottom at the same time. Y'all come to us for everything. Y'all come to Black women for everything. For style, to see what's popping, to see what's hot, to see what y'all can take from us and act like y'all made it up on y'all own. And that ain't just white people who do that, but I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to let y'all have it, okay? But I'm just going to say, like Joe said, there are a few things that work without Black women saying yay or nay, okay? And because we said nay about these types of things, there is a group of people that will say yay just because it's anti-us. Just because it's anti-us. And that's cool. That's fine. Have that. But I'm going to tell you one thing. Y'all gonna get tired of playing with us when it comes to this real life shit on these streets. Because this type of rhetoric, their type of mindset bleeds through in violence towards women in real life, in relationships. There are men out there like Martell Holt that are mad at his ex-wife because she left him and did not stay to get cheated on and disrespected further. So now he's out there watching Kevin Samuels videos to make himself feel better about how he fucked up his life. There are a whole bunch of Martell Holtz out there that are going to reach for people like him, people like these dudes, because they need somebody to make them feel better about the way they have been slacking or the way they have been disrespectful or the way they have not been being the men that they're supposed to be. They need somebody to validate their bullshit, so they're going to go and listen to people like them. And that's just what it is. But y'all going to get tired of playing with us in these real streets because women are going to start busting on you dudes. Women are going to stop, women going to start Lorena bobbing in you motherfuckers when y'all go to sleep. You're going to start putting shit in y'all food again. You know what I'm saying? Like, women are going to start having to answer the violence in one way or another. So just chill. Just chill. Because we're going to have some problems, issues around here about the way y'all are trying to treat us. Okay? When at the end of the day, obviously, without somebody's Black woman, I feel like neither one of them would be here. But they can get online and talk that shit that they talk about women. Child, I cannot.